Hello, everybody. This is Matthijs Beckers from the Nuclear Humanist YouTube channel. Today, I am recording a video for the fourth generation energy blog. I think that everybody should read it. The URL is on your screen right now. It's fourthgeneration.energy, and it contains a lot of good thinkers, some world renowned scientists. There's even a woman on there who managed to row across the oceans, which is an amazing feat, something I could never ever hope to do. So there's a lot of interesting people writing on this blog. So I do encourage you to go there and subscribe and make sure that you're on the email notification list and everything. So there's that. Today, I wanted to address this petition, which has been put on change.org, and it says overpopulation. UN pass a resolution for a worldwide birth moratorium. Now, the wording here is very disconcerting. I personally believe that procreation should be an inalienable human right. I think that it should be a right. If somebody wants to have children, then they should be able to have children. Period. It's probably the only reason why we are here. Some might think that is debatable. I don't. If you look at it from a purely biological function, procreation is certainly a reason to be here. I have 2 kids. I wouldn't know what I would do if I didn't have those 2 kids. If you don't want to have any children, that's fine. So I say it's a right. It's something that you can do if you want to do it. So far, 43,000, almost 44,000 people have signed this petition. There's a whole lot of purple prose here about if you have a doctor and he doesn't treat the source of the problem, the root cause, but only treats the symptoms, that it would be unethical to do so. The basic premise is that overpopulation is causing climate change. Makes us consume more than the Earth can provide, basically. And in all honesty, to some degree, I agree with the fact that we as a species put too much pressure on ecosystems right now. But I don't think that birth control or population control or anything like that is the answer. I think that is a draconic way of handling things. I think that is, if you ask me, what can we do to limit the growth of population? And you'd ask the philosopher in me, so it's not me personally, but you ask my philosophical mind. There's only 3 options, and there's only one good option. So the first option is the one that none of us dare to speak of. That would be culling the herd, literally killing people. But that's just morally and ethically wrong. So nobody goes to that option, thankfully. The second option is this: overpopulation. Please pass a resolution for worldwide birth stop, and birth moratorium. Introducing something like population control, one child policies, those kind of things. The problem is that this is not practical for several reasons. One of those reasons is that in certain countries, having children means that you can actually, perform all the duties you need to do in order to maintain a level of living and that's subsistence level. So some of the kids will be helping you gathering water. Some of the kids will be helping you washing the clothes. Some of the kids will be helping you cooking, um, hunting, perhaps. I don't know. In any case, for some people, they're simply not. It's simply not an option to not have children, and this is particularly true in the lesser developed countries, the countries that are still on the lower end of the energy prosperity index. So if you really want to know something about demographics, how everything works, I would suggest you to go to YouTube and watch some of Hans Rösling's videos. This person is unfortunately no longer among us. He has died several years ago. Why the world population won't exceed 11 billion is an excellent explanation of how eventually the growth curve will bend down again and then maintain some kind of stability. It has to do with one, everybody's getting older. Even the people in the developing countries are starting to get older all the time, which means that even if we would adopt the one child tactic policy, people still get older. So that this means basically that the pyramid grows from the bottom up and keeps growing. Well, usually we would topple over at 60 or maybe 70. Now we're turning 80, 90, perhaps even 100. The average age at which we die is rising, which means that it's inevitable that there will be more humans. More humans surviving for a longer time means that there will be more humans. This is one of the things that Hans Rösling is very capable of explaining. So I would suggest that you go to this video. I will make sure that the link will be in the description. The second one, the Hans Rösling Global Growth Box by Box, is basically, he says that each green box is 1 billion people. Now, most of the people, the 4 billion people around over here, they're still walking. He has a pair of slippers put in front of it. Those 4 billion people would rather ride a bike instead of walk all the time. So some of them are, getting more and more money from the activities that they do. So they progress into the bicycle strata, so to say. And then there's 3 billion people with a car. And then there's 1 billion people frequently flying. And there's 1 billion people taking the plane to, wherever they want to go. So this is a good explanation of why energy demand is going to grow regardless of what we do. Even if we would stop today with getting children, energy growth is going to continue to go up because these people deserve not to be poor. It's that simple. And the final video that I would like to share with you is the magic of the washing machine. I think that many of you probably have watched it already. If you haven't, seriously, go watch it. In this video, Hans Rösling explains to us what kind of a difference having a washing machine has, not just on women, but also on their children. So if we manage to take away a lot of work from the poorest women on the earth, who all have loads of kids, they will get more time to spend with their children, which will benefit their development. So the children basically will end up being better educated and having a better chance at, having a decent job, doing something meaningful with their lives. And that's eventually going to curb population growth, because these children were now better educated as their parents were, and who also want to have the washing machine straight out of the gate once they stop their education, once they're finished their education in college, having a college degree, or maybe a mid-level degree, or they get a job. They want to do the same thing that their mother has done and have a washing machine and make sure that they free up loads and loads of time for other things, leisure activities, what have you. In any case, these are the three videos I think you should watch if you think that overpopulation is a problem that we cannot solve. If anyone has any questions about how we will do this in an energy sense, there's plenty of blogs available at the fourth generation.energy blog, and I suggest that you go and watch there. So this is my 5 cents about this petition. I think it is useless. I think it is immoral, unethical, and we need a much smarter approach, which is more humanistic and progressive. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.